Hello, AmLa 90 students. It's me, Barbara, and I want to walk you through the first 3 steps of the writing process for paper number 1 for the fall semester. So we will follow a 7-step writing process, and today I will talk to you about the first 3 steps. Step 1 is the topic, and we have to always understand what are we writing about. So you can see on the screen here, this is the claim, and the claim is a main argument. And your first task will be to pick out the keywords, the important words in the claim. You can do this by yourself or you can do this with your team. In my opinion, it always works better when you talk with your team. The next step is to look at the inquiry questions. And here I explain to you what inquiry questions are for and how we can use them. So these are the inquiry questions for the paper. And again, I encourage you to talk about these questions with your teammates to discuss these things. They help you think deeply. They help you come up with ideas that you might not come up with on your own. So you can talk about the inquiry questions with your team, with your other classmates, with your TC, or with me, your professor. These inquiry questions will help you think about the sources, the evidence that you'll use for this paper. So step 2 in our writing process will be the pre-writing. And pre-writing is after you've identified the keywords and thought about the inquiry questions, how you'll organize your ideas. I'm going to give you 3 suggestions and you should choose the one that works best for you. Everyone's brain works differently, so please experiment with these during my class so that next semester when you're taking transfer level English, you will know which one works best for you. The first one is creating an outline. It's very formal and there's a sample of an outline here. The second one is one that appeals to me, and this is making a graphic organizer. So you can see the claim is here, and you will put your thesis statement, your working thesis statement here, your reasoning, and then your evidence over here. I think graphically, so that style works best for me. And the final step I'll introduce you to is free writing. So free writing is when you write for a period of time, perhaps 5 minutes, and you write whatever comes to mind. So the steps for that process are here. The third step that I'm going to cover with you today is the evidence, and this is the information that you'll use to support your opinion, your claim. So you want to be sure to stick to the evidence that I give you, the evidence that we're covering for our class. So in the 1A class, the transfer level class, you will learn to use the library, and we will learn a little bit about library databases, but I do not want you to go out and do your own research for this paper. I want you to use the information that I've given you here. I hope I'm clear, and stay tuned for part 2.